So I'm going to show my age today. I'm going to be the old man yelling, "Get off my lawn."
Get off my lawn, you're stepping on my weeds, you whippersnapper!
And I'm going to be the Karen asking for the manager.
I want to talk to the manager. Okay, 1 second. Hi, how can I help you?
I'm going to complain and rant and rave for a minute because today's youth isn't like the youth of the prior years. My generation was much better than this generation. The Gen Zs, millennials have lost their minds. I'm going to offend half of you out there who watch my channel at that age, but just know that I don't mean you if you behave like a civilized human being, but if you behave like a freaking baboon.
They will rip and pull and twist everything possible, and the worst possible abuse.
And you destroy other people's stuff with no regard, with only one objective, which is to get huge amounts of views and go viral and not have to get a real job like the rest of us have. Yes, this is not my real job. Then I'm talking to you if you're the one that did this. If you're the one that did this stupid thing that I'm frankly irritated enough to make a video. This is worthy of a video. It's worthy of me sharing this because I have spent the last several years being as critical as anybody could be against the Dodge Hornet and the Dodge Charger Daytona abominations. And the market has screamed out that I was correct the entire time. But never once in that time period have I needed to go jump into someone else's car, let's call it the dealer's or the manufacturer's car, and tear the thing apart and make a fool of myself. I have not had to go break someone else's things, or at least attempt to break someone else's things. And I think things have gotten stupid when the whole mission, the whole goal to go viral, to get views, blurs the lines into integrity and class and frankly professional conduct as a aspiring journalist. Then we've got a problem here. And I think for one of the rare times, I'm going to jump up here and straight up just defend Jeep. And defend Jeep in what they said, because it feels like this kid is pushing back. You may have seen this video that I will play right now, and I'm curious to see if I am completely just disconnected. Am I being a Karen? Am I being a old man saying get off my lawn? But this video I came across my Instagram and then ended up on TikTok, ended up going very viral, and then ultimately getting pulled and deleted. And these kids are saying that it wasn't even them that took it down. I thought, if they took it down, that's one thing. Well, first let me show you the article. Jeep slams influencers to pull apart new Recon, the Jeep Recon, at the LA Auto Show. Now, I have no love for an EV Jeep Recon that's going to be coming out next year. None. I can care less that thing ever comes out. As a matter of fact, I would probably, yearn for its utter failure, because I believe that's what's going to happen, absent them getting the price really, really low. But it sounds like the price is going to be too high, which means it's going to be another flop, and it just is what it is. So I'll talk trash too. But one thing I would not do is jump into a car at a press event at the LA Car Show when I'm given access to some cars that aren't even out yet. Pre-production vehicles that were put together by hand, according to Jeep, and frankly, something that I think we all know, when a car's not even in production yet, that they have something there for you to look at, something to get a feel for what the real car is going to look like when it comes out. I wouldn't jump in the thing and start tearing it to shreds. So check this out. This is the video. And if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video and how this video makes you feel. Now, I've told my wife many times, I'm glad we didn't have a son. No offense, gentlemen. She says, I think you'd be a great father to a son. No, a kid would turn 18 and be dropped off at the military recruiter. There's just no way, because this insane mentality of entitlement is so rampant, it's not even funny. Let me play this.
Oh, we disassembled the Jeep.
Oh dear.
Let's check the build quality on this $65,000 Jeep, shall we?
Look at the gap on this door handle. It doesn't fit. Oh, look, yeah, that's not in either. Oh, yeah, that's.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you tearing their car
What
apart?
the hell is this car made of? They made out of cheese.
When I move the grab handle, 'cause
Holy crap, the screen is moving.
we're off-roading, yes? The whole screen moves. It lets you know that you're off-roading.
Oh, none of this fits
Wait a
right.
minute, that doesn't fit.
Look at this gap, and then look at that gap.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at this. Oh, no.
This is unacceptable. I'm sorry. It's not acceptable for the price.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Oh, we disassembled the Jeep.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It's just put in there.
Remind me of the price again?
65.
No.
That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Look, on this one, you can actually see where they tucked the vinyl underneath, front and back.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad. Verdict?
In the bin.
No. Verdict, you were raised by freaking wolves because you don't tear apart someone else's car. Let's just I don't know, paint this picture here. It's someone else's thing that they allow you to look at, film, and discuss. They did not say go in there and start tearing the plastic apart. Now, their defense in this article is downright hilarious. And if they see this, gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, your argument is horrible. Your argument that, here's what they say, one of them, said that if the Recon on display was a pre-production model, he would, quote, love to see the final version of the car and hope that the build quality is indeed improved. Whether it is improved or not, if you want to buy one and tear the thing apart for a video, go for it. But it's someone else's thing. I'm sure it's crap. It may very well be crap. I don't know. I don't think a pre-production version for display only at a car show it's not fair to say that that's what it's going to be like. I would say give it a chance. But to get in there and tear it apart is just ridiculous. This is it. We were certainly surprised by the reach the video had. The story was definitely sparked quite a debate. We regret that so much controversy has come of it, as we really wanted to make some videos showing our thoughts on different cars. Fair enough. And a lot of their other videos aren't bad videos. Go check out their Instagram and their YouTube channel. I mean, they had some good stuff going along. I think this one, they really, really missed the mark. And this is the part. I want to push back on the claims of destructive content, which apparently Jeep said this was, which I would agree, as the video clearly shows the clips holding certain interior parts together were loose and the parts easily pop out by hand without damage. Let me just say this. It doesn't matter. It's not your thing. You didn't know before here's the main point. You guys didn't know that when you started pulling on those things, that it wouldn't break. You were lucky to find that it didn't break and it just popped out. But you didn't know that when you started yanking on that stuff, that it wouldn't just snap and break. And what would you have done then? Would you have taken responsibility and written a check to replace those parts? See, saying that, well, see, it was just loosely put together, so it just popped right back into place. It's no big deal, means that you're psychic and you knew that by pulling on all these parts that they weren't going to break. By pulling on the navigation screen, by pulling on the front handle, by yanking on the trim pieces, you just knew those weren't going to snap off and break because you're psychic, I guess. You could see into the future. No, you didn't know. You were fortunate that didn't happen and it popped back into place. So my only point here that I wanted to make in this video, because you're not going to find it anywhere, and I thought it's important to paint this picture, at least to point this out, that, listen, kids, coming from an old guy, the ripe age of 55 years old, if it ain't your thing, you don't get to tear it apart. It's that simple. You don't get to tear it apart. And if it's a pre-production thing, and a company let you get in there and take video and pictures of what it's going to look like when it's finally released to get a feel for it, that doesn't automatically give you permission to jump in and start ripping it apart. listen, maybe I'm doing the get off my lawn thing.
Who would you like to run stepped on your pressure screen, Sonny Snapper? Huh? What'd you say?
And maybe I'm a little out of line. Maybe I'm just being a little sensitive. But when I saw this, it just reminded me why. If I had a son, he would be in the military. Literally 18 years old and one day dropped off at the recruiter because this is the stuff. The universe is pulling these people so hard to want to be famous, to want to be influencers, that they will do anything, even if it completely just thrashes someone else's thing, and it's wrong. Now, if you can go and do a critical video and have some logic, your opinion is fair. Freedom of speech is absolutely a thing. I don't care if they would have said it's a bunch of crap. My main point here is, and I would love to hear your comments below on this, do you think it's okay to jump in and start ripping someone else's thing apart and just hope that it's not going to break and pop right back into place? So then when you're thrashed online about it and the manufacturer says, yo, that wasn't cool, that rather than defending it by saying, well, the parts were loosely put together and popped out easily, just say, you know what, maybe ripping out plastic pieces and pulling off interior trim wasn't a good idea, considering the possibility of it breaking was unknown until after they did it. If they just said, we're sorry, you know what, we went a little far. Because now you've potentially created a situation where there's even liability here. Irreparable damage has been done. Who knows? I doubt Jeep would sue them, but they probably could. Because now you took freedom of speech into completely crossing a line and destroying someone else's thing. Now, maybe those parts pop back together, but maybe there were clips on the inside. Who knows? But I just don't think it was right. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Am I being a little extreme here? Or is this just endemic of the social media age where everybody is going to do anything to go viral? This video likely won't go anywhere, but I will have made my point. I will have gotten this across to maybe one of you young men out there, and you will make a better decision when it comes to taking care of someone else's thing when it is in your, albeit temporary, possession. Seems reasonable to me. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
To be tested by our baboons.
The i30 is a family car, which means that children and adults put it through its paces on a daily basis. We wanted to take it one step further and let some real cheeky monkeys loose on the car.
Yeah, this is a first, and I think we'll see when we get up there some very strange looks on their faces when they're actually going to be allowed to venture inside and try out all the new gadgetry.
I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what to expect.
Normally it's windscreen wipers, number plates are pulled off, mirrors, door trims, washer jets,